Hi, my name is Błażej, and in this video I'll show you the features of WOODEXPERT CAM module. I've designed a simple kitchen cabinet with single door. It has all the connectors and tooling. I enter Generate NC code. Here I have an overview of all machinable components. The first column displays warnings, yellow, and errors, red. More detailed information displays when I move the cursor over an exclamation mark. This column shows the immediate parent assembly. Here are the names of components. I can select multiple components using Ctrl, Shift, or I can select all components by pressing Ctrl A. This column indicates if a component has input data. It's for information purposes only. Clicking it will have no effect. This column informs us if an element has manual positioning setting. We'll see an example in a minute. Again, clicking this box will have no effect. In the next column, we can select elements to generate input data. As you can see, I can't select the door. First, I need to fix the error. In the next column, I can select components to generate NC programs. If I want to generate an NC file for a component, it first needs to have input data. I can generate input data without generating an NC file, but not the other way round. Next two columns allow me to choose the machine and the frame setting for each component. Last two columns indicate if there is an NC program for this component. We'll get back to that later. Let's say that for some reason I want the bottom to be positioned differently on my machine. When I open a component file, the CAM Manual Positioning button activates. Now I select the face to be machined. I click Create Input Data. A WOODEXPERT CAM sketch has been generated. It's the basis for generating an NC file. Now I select a line of the sketch. It will be treated as an X-axis on a machine. I save and close the file. Now let me fix the door error quickly. Notice two things. The door error is gone, and the bottom now has input data that was set manually. Therefore, we can't create automatic data set for it. We will now generate NC files. Now the last two columns have been updated. Here we can see time and date when the most recent NC file was generated. With this button, we are showed the file in the File Explorer. Notice that WOODEXPERT has created a new folder for this project. Now, you've probably noticed this window. This is the WOODEXPERT log. Let's take a closer look. In this window, we can view all events. We can view them by category. We can search for a specific term. And copy log content into clipboard. As you can see, there's one error. The back is too thin for our machine and the NC file did not generate. With this button, I can get access to a more detailed technical log. I'll clear that for now. Now let's discuss WOODEXPERT CAM settings. This is the WOODEXPERT name of your machine. It must be unique. Description. This is the name of the machine in Tech database. And location of the post-processor on your computer. WOODEXPERT has a wide range of post-processors for woodworking CNC machines. When installing WOODEXPERT in your company, we will configure it to suit your company's needs and, if necessary, write a new post-processor for your machine. Here is where NC files will be generated. If this is checked, a new folder will be created for every project, as we've seen earlier. Here you can set a 0 point for your machine and for the spindle. Here you can select which operations to process. If a component has tooling on both faces, here you can select how it should be flipped, alongside its X-axis, Y, or both. This setting allows to treat near rectangular parts as rectangular. Here we specify the size limits of the machine. Notice, the minimal Z that this machine accepts is 5 mm. That's why it rejected the back. It was only 3 mm thick. Here we can select the first face. On default, it's the one with most machinings. We'll see what's top and bottom in a minute. Here we can choose if priorities and validation warnings should be displayed in WOODEXPERT log. Here we specify which sides can be processed on single part positioning. This machine can't process the bottom face. If a post-processor encounters any machinings in that face, it will create two NC files for a component. Last, we program by what priorities WOODEXPERT should position an element. To see which face of a component is treated as top, I enter Surplus Edition. Thank you for watching.